The latest numbers are in. America's unemployment rate has hit a level not seen in 4 years, sending shockwaves through households and boardrooms alike. This new data is more than just a headline, it's a wake-up call for the nation. The rate has climbed to its highest point since 2021, marking a dramatic reversal from the steady recovery we saw after the pandemic. For many, this is a stark reminder of how quickly economic tides can turn. The post-pandemic job boom, which brought hope and opportunity to millions, has faded. Now job security is the new concern for families across the country, as uncertainty replaces optimism. This shift is no accident. The Federal Reserve, in its ongoing battle against inflation, has been steadily raising interest rates. While this move aims to stabilize prices, it also makes it more expensive for businesses to borrow money, expand operations, and hire new employees. The ripple effects are being felt in every corner of the economy. The result? Layoffs are on the rise, hiring freezes are becoming more common, and a growing sense of unease is spreading across the country. For many, the fear of losing a job is now a daily reality. Sectors like construction, technology, and manufacturing, industries that were once the engines of growth, are now cutting back the fastest. Projects are being delayed, offices are downsizing, and factories are operating with skeleton crews. For workers, the job market has become suddenly more competitive. The leverage and bargaining power they enjoyed just a year ago is quickly fading, replaced by longer job searches and tougher interviews. Dinner table conversations are shifting back to budgets, savings, and the importance of job stability. Families are rethinking their spending, and many are bracing for uncertain times ahead. The economic weather has changed. Where there was once optimism, now there is caution. Experts warn that the coming months may bring more challenges, and resilience will be key. This isn't just a statistic, it's a turning point in the American economic story. Behind every number are real people, real families, and real dreams put on hold. The question now is clear: how will we adapt to this new reality? As the nation faces this crossroads, the choices we make today will shape the future for years to come. Behind every uptick in unemployment are real people, neighbors, friends, and families. A recent grad in Austin can't land an interview. A single mom in Detroit faces reduced hours and layoff fears. A construction manager in Phoenix, once thriving, now worries about making the next mortgage payment. The psychological impact spreads. Workers stay put, afraid to ask for raises or switch jobs. Wage growth stalls and workplace anxiety rises. Small business owners are forced to let go of loyal staff as foot traffic dwindles. These stories, multiplied nationwide, give meaning to the numbers. The economy is not just data, it's the sum of our collective hopes and hardships. Why is job growth suddenly losing steam? The answer isn't simple, but one major factor stands out above the rest. The Federal Reserve's aggressive campaign to fight inflation is at the heart of the slowdown. In an effort to cool off rising prices, the Fed has been steadily raising interest rates over the past year. By making borrowing more expensive, the Fed has made it harder for both businesses and consumers to access affordable credit. Companies are thinking twice before taking out loans to expand or hire, while families are holding off on big purchases. The housing market was the first to feel the impact. Soaring mortgage rates have pushed many buyers out of the market, causing demand to plummet. As a result, new construction projects have stalled, and layoffs have rippled through the industry. Tech companies, which once thrived on easy access to cheap money, are now facing a harsh reality. With funding drying up, they're slashing jobs, shelving ambitious projects, and tightening their belts. Small businesses are feeling the squeeze too. Rising loan and credit card rates are eating into already thin margins, while cautious customers are spending less, forcing owners to make tough decisions. The domino effect is clear: higher costs, lower demand, and mounting pressure on employers. Many are forced to cut hours, freeze hiring, or even close their doors. For many companies, reducing payroll is the first and most immediate step to stay afloat. Layoffs are becoming more common across industries. The Fed's medicine for inflation is working, but it comes with real pain for workers and families. The cost of stabilizing prices is being felt in lost jobs and shrinking paychecks. The big question now is whether the economy can absorb this shock without tipping into a deeper downturn, or if the damage will continue to spread. Every sector, from manufacturing to retail to hospitality, is feeling the pressure. No corner of the job market is immune. The resilience of the job market is being put to the test as more people search for work and fewer opportunities are available. The next few months will be critical. As the effects of higher rates ripple through the economy, everyone is watching to see if job growth can bounce back, or if more pain lies ahead. Just a year and a half ago, workers called the shots, demanding higher pay, remote work, and better benefits. Now the tables have turned, employers hold the power, and job seekers have fewer options. Wage growth is slowing, and new hires are often offered less than before. Perks like remote work are being rolled back as companies call employees back to the office. Workers who once job-hopped for better deals are now clinging to stability. The fear of layoffs stifles innovation and risk-taking. The focus has shifted from growth to survival. The era of the empowered worker is over, for now. Job security, not leverage, is the new priority. Every workplace feels the shift. The American worker's reality has fundamentally changed. Rising unemployment sends shockwaves through the economy, starting with consumer confidence. News of layoffs makes people cautious, cutting back on non-essential spending. This pullback triggers a chain reaction. Restaurants, retailers, and manufacturers all feel the pinch. The result? More job cuts, deepening the downturn. Financial markets react with anxiety. Rising unemployment means lower corporate profits and volatile stocks. The Federal Reserve faces a tough choice. Keep rates high to fight inflation, or pivot to prevent a deeper recession. The stakes are high, and every decision is watched closely. The feedback loop between jobs, spending, and markets is powerful. A soft landing is the goal, but it's far from guaranteed. The next Fed move could shape the economy for months. Everyone, from Wall Street to Main Street, is holding their breath. For families across the country, rising unemployment means tough choices and daily stress that can feel overwhelming. Job loss forces households to dip into savings, cut expenses, and constantly worry about making ends meet. Lower and middle-income families are hit hardest, often living paycheck to paycheck with little financial cushion. The emotional toll is real. Anxiety, uncertainty, and fear of what's next for their loved ones. Even those still employed tighten their belts, canceling vacations, and delaying purchases they once enjoyed. Losing a job often means losing health insurance, adding yet another layer of worry and stress. Every kitchen table conversation is now about survival, not just budgets or future plans. The ripple effects of job loss reach every corner of American life, touching families everywhere. With unemployment now at a 4-year high, Americans everywhere are asking the same question: what's next for the economy? The headlines are filled with uncertainty, and the mood on the streets is tense. As more people find themselves out of work, the ripple effects are being felt in communities large and small, from bustling cities to quiet suburbs. Some experts argue that this is simply a necessary correction, a so-called soft landing that could help cool off inflation and bring the overheated economy back into balance. They believe that a period of slower growth is healthy, and that it will ultimately stabilize prices and restore confidence in the markets. These optimists point to strong corporate balance sheets, manageable levels of debt, and the fact that many companies are still posting profits. They see these as signs that the economy has a solid foundation, and that most businesses are well positioned to weather a temporary slowdown. But not everyone is convinced. Others warn that the worst may still be ahead, fearing that the effects of high interest rates and tighter credit could push the economy into a full-blown recession. They caution that if consumer confidence drops further, spending could dry up, leading to more business closures and job losses. The cracks in the job market are already starting to show. If these trends continue, we could see a wave of layoffs and business failures, with families and communities bearing the brunt of the downturn. Right now, the economy stands at a critical crossroads. The decisions made in the coming months by policymakers, business leaders, and everyday Americans will be decisive in determining which path we take. Key indicators like consumer spending, corporate earnings, and monthly jobs reports will offer important clues about the direction we're heading. Are people still shopping? Are companies still hiring? These are the questions that will shape the narrative. For workers and business owners alike, uncertainty has become the new normal. Many are bracing for more challenges ahead, unsure of what tomorrow will bring. The era of easy, rapid growth is over. Now, resilience, adaptability, and caution are more important than ever. Households are tightening budgets, and businesses are rethinking their strategies to survive and thrive in this new environment. The choices we make today, how we spend, invest, and plan, will shape America's economic future for years to come. The road ahead is uncertain, but our response will define the next chapter.